There's no reason in this debate that the Speech Act of the 1AC or anything that Ben and I have done is a reason that you should vote against us. There was a concession that as long as we talk about policy making, that can spill over to real world change. The Rorty evidence indicates that we can incorporate all of the policies that we are suggesting with those that the negative is suggesting and with the personal experience. The fact that we did not talk about something does not mean that we omit it. That means that we can work together to forward all of these strategies that the negative has along with the strategy that the plan has. They have conceded we are killing people as outside of zones of actual hostility, and the status quo, those people are reduced to the same homo sacer that their evidence is hard, the same bare life that they try to explain, which is a reason that the plan would be necessary in order to stop those individuals from dying. We've learned the educational skills from the debates as well as learning how to communicate with policymakers in order to change policy such that the affirmative is able to have a residual spillover to change the effects of ongoing policies. This permutation would also mean that we could change the policy the negative is talking about because we would deploy the skills necessary in order to get somewhere. Now, the first argument they make is about the homo soccer. Subpoint A is that we are able to resolve some of these issues by limiting the type of thing that is going on in the status quo and the type of limitless killing that is happening right now. There is no way that they generate uniqueness for this because nothing about voting negative gives them that life. If so, tying their own personal agency to the ballot is a form of saying that they don't matter except for to you, which is probably wrong in the first place. Furthermore, the metaphor of bare life is that in civilizing and understanding sovereignty, which makes it impossible to break through its law clue. Instead of we reject the uncommon species that begins to have concentration campaigns, the notice of social regulations open up, the individual instances in which you can find in a single anything called the state, the process of the state building has in fact more than black decision the economics more than present the distortion of the history. He blocks any possibility of the exploitation of the advance the very possibility of by the modern heritage we are not told anything about the improvement of our paradox of the sovereignty would simply inherit the ability to fully reconciling the society and the governors in the non-political discourse of the common is well followed him into the discipline of all the politics and the unity of the Constitution campaign, the security of the destiny of the political mules and the ultimate form of the message. Now, the form of society that we create is also probably better able to address this because we have to work within the system in order to well, we obviously do not think that the killing of the Asian people was a good thing. In fact, that there was a revolution probably proves that we should have unified government policies and we should try to create a civil society in order to solve things. That's dashed in the Indian Revolution spurred the metropolitan realization of the goals of the universal freedom, the ultimate test of the universality and the representation because the American Revolution, the Indian Revolution said this rule believing us in any single enlightenment project they have very complex modality of the enlightenment, not the passivity and the paroxysm of the ideas of the grace with the authority of the exercise and facility of the judgment and the illustration of the universality and the applications of the natural right of the rejected of those who insist in the isolation of the monadaki or the rules of the societies and this, the conduct of the penetration of the civil society by the planetary radiation, advancements are seen as part of the global process and not be world indistinguishable of the other. Also, the China index indicate that we would China dash to create a new form of the other internally transposed of the office that they should get. Now, you should not only evaluate the debate in form of subject location. It is important to realize what is going on to other people outside of us, or else we would inevitably ignore the other, which makes their arguments worse. We also don't say that they can't talk about personal experience. Rather, we say that they should try to prove that the affirmative is a bad idea. Only affirmative they would be able to talk about these experiences if they want to somehow link it to what we have done and said that the way they want AC presents itself through limits is bad, or something like that, which would make their personal experience better. Also seeing that we had that personal experience as a form of promoting fascism. That's how they need to use the experience in the American Academy of various disciplines. However, the interest in the journal of personal experience by precluding the experience as the critical weapon against the universalism, we are leaving the question of what the alteration of the experience is healthy, so the experience of constitutional evidence is the original point of the understanding to the history of the differences in reasonably represent necessary tasks to be explored and to establish how it covers the knowledge gained through the vision. The vision is the direct of the apprehension of a world of transparent objects. Now, the lack of evidence also makes it impossible for us to clash with them because there's no way we can deny their personal agency. We shouldn't be put in a position that we have to, which is the reason that plan focus is good. We don't undermine their agency because they're obviously still allowed to say things, but they should have to try to disprove the thesis of the affirmative. There are also individuals who are being killed, and you should look at their subject location as well as Harlan in order to get to policies. Ben and I also have a personal subject location detect. They have not asked if they links with. They have no evidence that says we should just default to subject location, which is the reason that this is not an exclusive claim about anything else. Now, the one in argument made a few arguments that say that trying to include people is bad. None of this is contextualized to the affirmative or makes any sense because our argument is that we should stop killing people who are outside of zones because it is impossible because as long as we do that, we are claiming that they are irrelevant, which is the same type of exclusion that they are saying is that in the first place. Now, we are not the type of rules that their evidence is that they are talking about. We do not say that we should exclude other people. Rather, we say that it is necessary to include us. Anything else is an exclusion of the 1AC in the speech act that we have participated in, which makes it impossible for us to look. Now, the last 30 seconds of the 1 and say some arguments about how threats were that none of this is contextualized to the affirmative. The way that we use them is a form of limiting the forms of power, which would stop the type of policy that they are talking about and reduce us from killing individuals who are outside of zones, which is the only way to stop us from China matching or stop other conflicts from arising. We are not the type of restriction that they're talking about, and some does not use territorial restrictions as a plan in order to make the restrictions that they are talking about, which is the reason that it is irrelevant. There is also a concession that Obama would stop killing as a result of the plan, and that Congress would say yes, we are waiting for the legal debate. The hug evidence says the public engagement is something that can change what is going on, which is the reason that we saw. And you want me to just read more claims of unique?
Inclusion bad isn't unique. They can't escape civil society.
Inclusion bad is not unique. They can't escape civil society. They have no alternative that generates uniqueness for anything they are doing. You can affirm them as individuals while giving us the ballot. They should not be intrinsically tied. If they would like to, you can give us the ballot and we can have a conversation with the next two speeches and not give any speeches. Do you want me to read this claims of insight bad then? Claims of unique insight acknowledge impossible ex Barber and Cherry in 1970 radical and multicultural needs the dialogue when it adheres to the judgments of the understanding the world. This makes the dialogue difficult. The criticism may be a defense law. The common cultural defense of minority scholars has said that we are versatile in multicultural responses and tolerant of the questioning voices of the comer and the legal storytelling. The Johnson sees the country showing that any worth of the group race has achieved the narratives. That's worth it.